Hey everyone, it's Kathy with Plan Happy with Me. I'm glad you're here with me today. I'm working in my daily journal. It is an A5 notebook and we're going to be using the stickers from Live Love Posh's Seasonal Love January to June book. So what I have not used yet in this collection is, take these and set them aside here for a minute. These two long stickers. And I'm going to do what Amy calls a faux Dutch door. Now, I already folded the pages, partly because I wanted to share with you that I like to fold it just shy of the fold. So I kind of try to do like one box, one line on each side. And then I like to get a nice tight fold. Sometimes if you have like a bone, isn't it called a bone? Where you can scrape the edge and it gets nice and flat. So we're going to do that today. We're going to do a faux Dutch door, as Amy calls it. So I'm going to stick these long stickers on each side of the Dutch door. Okay, and when I did this one back in October, I actually did, okay, that's weird. I actually did, it was for 5 days. So I feel like that was kind of not, I gave myself a lot of space. So we're going to do that again here. We're going to put this on the edge. I need to get me a better, just like a piece of paper rather than my cutting mat, so that I can see the edge of the page. And then I can easily put that on here. Now, I could go all the way up and only have to cut one side. Maybe I will do, no, I'm not going to stress over it because I'm going to round the corner. So just going to square it off and cut it off. There we go. Now I'm going to do the other side. And I am halfway through the month with this, these pages from Live Love Posh. I did add one series of stickers to the spread to kind of give it to make them go farther, because they just, when you do Dutch doors, there just isn't enough to do 31 days. So okay, so that's the beginning. There we go. Now I'm going to use, I haven't decided if I want to use gray tape or I have some of the washi strips still. I make a mess. Can you tell that? I have some of the washi strips. I like the plain one. So I think I'm going to use that on the top side. And that way we can kind of, your eye gets a little break from all the busy flowers. So I'm going to take that off and put that on the faux door. And because it's folded, believe it or not, it does give me a little bit of a shadow. So I don't have to put my book in there, or my cutting mat, so I can see the edge differently. You can see I still have a good amount of stickers left, but I am only halfway through. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, did it tear? Just a twiddle bit. Come on. That's the only thing I don't like about these paper stickers, is they want to roll on top of themselves and then they get stuck. So what we're going to do, I don't think I can fix that, is we are going to put, see if I like it. If not, I'll hide it with a sticker. See if we can put this over the top of that. Does it look bad? No, I think I can live with that. Okay, so let's make sure we got the right side up here. All right. Okay, we got a good start. So let's clean up shop. I'm going to do it from the back side because that way I can see it better. And here, my little trick is to have a piece of scrap paper sitting off just so you can put all your little scraps on it. Now this piece here I might keep just in case we need some kind of filler. So let's put it on an empty sheet. There we go. Okay, and that one we cut, so let's cut this one. I don't need that little piece. Same here. If you hear some banging up there, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. There's some cabinetry maybe getting made. I'm not 100%. Okay, and then we'll cut this one. And I think that's going to be most of the judge drawer formation. Okay, I'm going to keep that in case I need a piece. All right, so now let's look and see what we got. That's going to bug me because it's not the same color. I don't know why it's not the same color, but I think that makes it stand out even more. The problem is getting that off without tearing it more. So let's see. If I don't really like it and it tears more, then I'm going to stick a sticker over it. Yeah, I'll figure out a sticker to go over that. Okay, so here we go. Now we could actually do this a whole nother day here. This could be, I actually did this in October, and this was one day, this was one day, this was one day, and this was one day. That's only 4 days, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But I counted 5. I guess I'm just stressing. So we need to figure out what we want to put on the front side, and if we want that to be a whole day of deco or a day of journaling. So I think what we're going to do is just put some pretty things in here and some boxes. And then I really like this big flower right here. So I think I'm going to stick it on the front. If I can get it off. There. I'm such a tweezer girl that without my tweezers I am lost. I'm going to pull off this negative. That will allow me to pull the stickers off so much easier. Paper negatives are a little harder to get off than clear negatives, but it's still an easy way to do it. So let's see, what do we have on this page? We have 2 corners, which I think I'll save for the next collection. I love this flower and this flower. We could put them on the front. That is just boxes. Okay, so let's do that. Maybe. I don't know. I think we're going to put this one on the front because that's the one I wanted on the front. And then we're just going to put this right. Oh, looky, it's going to hide my boo-boo. So we're just going to do that. And then I think I'll put the date here and make this a day of journaling. So we got to put something on this side, and maybe, do we want to use these? Maybe we should save these for another day, another collection. So what we could do is, do we want the gray washi here? Oh, maybe. Okay. And then I'm thinking we need some boxes. Now I did pick some greenish gray ones. I have no idea where these came from. They were just extras in my gray collection. And I also picked stickers. So what I'm going to tell you is that I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm not sure how it got so small. Just maybe a tiny bit more bigger. I'm not exactly sure where these gray boxes came from, and I had planned to use these, one of or both of these, as the washi, but I wonder if we want to put, I bet you my door is gonna knock in a minute. I wonder if we want to put these. I do not use these checkoff boxes. Oh, they're going that way. It can't seem to get them to ever line up, and it drives me insane. So I use them, occasionally I use them as washi, because that way I can still get rid of them. I'm not wasting a sticker, and the color is the color, so I know I'm gonna get the right match. And so for me, it just works to use them as washi. And we're just gonna slide it right up next to it, and that will give us some straightness. There we go. We'll just cut them both at the same time. And there we go. Now, I think what I want to do is, what if we put this like this? Let's just check this out and see if we like it. I can't say that I hate it. If we put the box down, I wanted the littler box. I really want the littler box to be should we do that? Should we move this down here? This is going to be one day of journaling. Why don't we add something gray here? We have this mailbox we could put here, and then we're going to put the numbers here. And this would be day 15. And I have to tell you honestly and truthfully, I like this font. I hate the numbers on this font. These are basic gray numbers. The 1 is too small for the 5. But there you go. That's the way they wanted it. So I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think I'm going to add any more deco to the page because we have this big long strip. So then we have this one here. We just need boxes. I'm really wishing I had this dark green. I don't think I have any dark green. Let me check my, I have a little sample book that I make for all the color boxes. And I noticed Mojo's making her own now. So we want that dark green. See, this is not really dark enough. But we'll look and see. And I don't think that green is dark enough. I think it's too bold. Oh, no. We're going to be able to use that green. Okay. All right, so let's do a green box here. And I don't think, I used 2 gray there. I don't think we're going to use a gray one. I think we're going to use, this is a smaller area, so let's try that. And I just want one. Okay, so, because this is going to be one day of writing, right? So, oops, too high, Kathy. So if we did this one here, and what if we turn this way? We can put the number right there. So that would be 16. So we'll put the 1 and the 6. Oops, I think we're going to get somebody coming in on us. Yep, hold please. Okay. I think that works just fine. I like it. Okay, and then we'll go to the inside. Now, this could be 2 days. So I don't have enough numbers, but we'll get some more. So with 2 days, I'm wondering if we want to do the brown, because we have this piece, which we could, oh, we need some washi on the sides. What color washi do we want? I think we're going to do gray washi. So let's get that spool. It's the only gray one I have. That this one I think is too green. And I have, oh, we're going to do brown on the inside. I have this one. Let's try this one with the brown. Okay, so we're going to put it here. This time I need my separator. Uh-oh, it tore. Okay, let's see if I can fix it. I hate when washi tears. You know, everybody tells you you spin it too fast, it's too old, all these other things. And I think it's just because I spin it too fast. There we go. And I don't think I can get it to line up. We're going to go with that. There's a little spot there, but we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to do it on this side. Oh, got to move my divider. I try to give you guys a good picture of the book, but I have to move the book a lot. So kind of thinking maybe I should realistically stay farther out. And even though I just brought you in. Because I have to move the book so many times. Because I'm not good at leaving it in one place. Make sure it's going the right direction. And so I think I may have to do that. Okay, so I'm going to save these. Put those up there. And I want to use the brownish piece. We said this one can maybe go here. And this one could go here. And then we'll just do this as 2 days. So we have 15, 16, 17, 18. 17 is St. Patrick's Day. Leo is not going to have a lot of green, but that's okay. 17, 18, 19. So I need to have another day. Oh, maybe I have 19. Okay, so we need boxes. And I'm wondering if we should go with brown or blue or both. And try to decide what color boxes we want. I don't want to use the gray ones. I definitely want to emphasize the brown. So I'm thinking, let's take out that brown book again. I have very little brown, dark brown stickers. What do we have here? I have a navy and a blue and 4 little ones. Okay, we're gonna save those. Let's see. I don't want that light brown. I think, oh, I wonder if I should have put another, check-off box thing here. Let's try it. I have a little bit of the dark brown check-off boxes. I don't know if I have enough. We're gonna see. And then I'll lift that sticker and we'll put it on that side too. Just because we have plenty of room, and these stickers will be just another accent piece. Oops, got that one going a little bit wonky. There we go. And that was gray. See how easy they become washi strips? It really does work to give so that you have the same color, the color you want on, oops, on your page. And if you're like me and you don't use checkoff lists, and there's a whole bunch of them, you at least get to use them. Okay, we'll probably use this on the bottom of the other page. All right, I like that. So let's lift this piece up. All because we like the brown nest and the brown scissors, right? Okay. It's also how I turn the 10 pages into almost 30, well, I'm going to say probably 20 days, maybe more, maybe a little bit less. It's how I turn them into daily journal pages. So I just need a few on each page. So it's, oops, I just tore it. That's okay. Got stuck on my finger. It didn't want to come out. Okay, no. Is that one gonna work? Is that one long enough? Nope. Okay, we'll fix it. You know, when you put your fingernail on there, you think, oh, I've got it. Yeah, no, that fingernail's not going to hold nothing. You really need to have a finger on there so that it's actually holding it. And because that's the long end, I'm going to make a little snip. And that way we can put the dots a little closer together. And that way we've got all those washi strips used up. Or we're getting there. Okay, now we're going to put that bronze scissors back over here in the corner, remembering that I have a fold here. So I think we're going to tweak it. There we go. All right, so now we need boxes on both sides. And I really want to stick with that dark brown color. I wish I had the blue. You know, I do have the blue. If I look really hard for it, I do have the blue. It's not the perfect blue, but it will work. It is from Mojo's Spring 2.0 collection. Now see, you guys are so close you can't see anything. Okay, eventually I'll get this straight. And it's actually in the, what I call the baby section. So we're gonna, it's not the perfect color, but it's really close. So let's get, do I have, oh, I don't have many. Okay, so we're gonna take this one. See, it's really close. And we're gonna take a brown one. And we're gonna put them, I like them in the middle, believe it or not. So I'm gonna lift that up, put that right in the middle. And then we'll put the brown one. And we'll put the number there. So this is 16. I guess I need to pull a 16. I'm not sure. So, oh, I don't know if I want them to be gray now. Let's see what if I can find brown. Okay, brown is what I need. And I think I have some brown right here. Okay, it's the same font, and we want it to be, what numbers? 16 and 17. Okay, so here's the 6. These are from Basic Gray. It tells you how old they are. And we'll pull the 7. And I actually had to make the 1 because the 1 is too small. But you know what? Maybe we will use the ones that are on the page. Let's see, that'll work. Put that there. We'll just go ahead and use these ones. So you can see how much smaller they are. I actually made the one out of this piece here for the earlier pieces. But this one had 2, so we're just going to use it. And that way, they're done. I don't have to cut them. All right, and then over here, I think I want the big brown and the little blue. So in order to get the big brown, I think I have to use the frame. Now, if you haven't used the frame before, I'll show you. This is what's left behind when you use all the stickers. Okay, you can't use that one again. Let's see, let's use this one. You can't use one side again. So we're going to use this one here. I have to go up. And we're going to cut it here. When you're working with like a bullet journal or A5 journal, you don't have to concern yourself with the size a whole lot. This is going to be a little bit bigger, but that's, to me, even in a planner, I don't tend to stay, I've never been one to color inside the lines. I've always been one that has been thinker outside the box. Okay, so now I can use that frame. It's the right color, and I still get a box. Now I'm going to have a lot of brown here, so I'm thinking we're going to put this one over here. Yeah. Just don't want to tear it because then it's really hard to fix. And I think I want it to go over a little bit and not actually be on the crease because it's just the frame, it's not the whole box. So that makes it a little bit harder, a little more fragile. Okay. All right. And then that folds perfectly. Now we're going to put a blue one. Let's use this blue one. I think I'm going to put it up here. Okay, and then I need the numbers. 17. I think I'm going to do it here like this. And I feel like we need something here. Let's see if we can find a sticker to put all that together. Let's see. We had these. What if we were cheap? That's more gray. What if we had these like bulbs? The ones that have the bulbs attached. Okay, come on. There we go. What if we were to do this? There we go. And maybe we need something here. Put this here. There we go. Okay, so now we have 15, 16. Oh, we have two 16s. So this should be 17. And then we'll pull a brown 8. Pull a brown 8. 18. Okay, so I'm glad I checked. 15, 16, 17, 18. And that's right on that fold. We may have to use some glue on it. Okay, and then this is going to be 19, which we're going to go back to the gray. Okay, which I have 19 pulled. Okay, so I want to put the same gray washi, if I can find it. I can't keep anything straight on my messy desk. There it is. Okay, so we're going to put I needed my divider that time. Okay, and then we'll put the gray checkoff list. What did we use? The darker one, which is over here. Okay. So this goes on pretty quick if you got your pieces on straight. Okay. And then, so let me know if you guys use the checkoffs, or do you find creative ways to use them? Do you use them as washi tape, or do you toss them? Because I know for a long time I was just tossing them because I don't like them. And I was like, why do we have so many of them? There we go. And I got a piece here, so let's get that off. Okay, so let's see what we have on this side now. Let's count it again. 15, 16, 17, 18. I think we need something else here. How about we put a butterfly? I like the bigger one. I'm going to put that one just over the top of it. And then there's a little butterfly. I'm going to stick it at the top. There we go. And this is going to need some glue. So I'm going to get out my trusty glue pen. It's just like a pen. It's not that the sticker can't do it. It's that it's not really, it's on that fold. And so it needs a little more oomph to hang on to it. Okay, so we're good there. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we need boxes, and we're going to go back to these gray ones. And I think, did we put it at the bottom? We did not. Oh, but we did use that piece that we cut off. Here it is. Let's try this. I'm going to put this here. And put this, where's that little one? There it is. Put this here. And put this here. And then we just need numbers. And this would be 19. We said it was 19. Okay, so here's the 1 and the 9. Okay, and I think maybe we need a little bit more. I like the way this one turned out, but this one needs a little more. So let's see what's on this page that we can grab. How about the hydrangea seed packets? I like these. There we go. And maybe, I'm not really a bird person, but these are so little. Can't really tell it's a bird. I like that better now. I think it needs something down here. Meal? I don't think I have anything that's not, yeah. Okay, I think I'll leave it because I don't know what else to put. I love this. Do we have any more of those kinds of things? No, I think we need to keep those for future doors. So I think that's going to be what it is. All right, so with that said, that is the end of this collection. We're going to go with the next 5 pages. So we have 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And then that'll be it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you like and share. And you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.